What's up, everybody? Tiffany Outdoors here. Today we're going to make a DIY succulent planter. Stay tuned. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany Outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
On a U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, Boo. What?
I'm going to start with this piece of wood. It is a 1x4 and it's 4 feet long. And I'm going to cut my planter. I'm going to make it about 3 inches tall. And I'm going to cut enough of these at 3 inches long in order to make myself the planter that's going to be, what I say, 3 inches? 3 inches tall? Or did I say 4 inches? 3 or 4 inches tall. So I'm going to set up a stop block on my miter saw so that I only have to measure once and then just keep cutting repeatedly. Y'all, it's a little breezy out here. I'm going to apologize right now for the wind noise. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is find me a spot, make it 3 inches long, and then I'm going to mark that like so. And then I'm going to line it up with the blade. 3 inches is right there. And then I'm going to set up my block right here and clamp it down. And I only have to just take my board and butt it up against this stop block, and it'll be 3 inches each and every time. Now I'm just going to take my belt sander and sand off the edges. It took 4 pieces of wood to make 3 inches, and I just have them stacked up. Now what I want to do is I want to unstack these, and what I want to do is stain these. And I have 2 different colors of stain. I have Minwax wood finish stain, and it's semi-transparent, and this right here is called ebony. And then I have another one. This is called pickled oak. I just wanted a light one and a dark one. I'm going to stain these, and I'm going to do different ones, like 2 of the dark, 1 of the white, 2 of the white, 1 of the dark, 2 white, 2 dark. I'm going to do each set like that. And I'm just simply going to put the stain on with a foam brush. After the stain has sat for a few minutes, I'm going to take a clean shop rag and go ahead and wipe off the excess. Now it doesn't matter like this right here. So that color there, that's not going to matter because we're not going to see that part anyway. So all I want to do is wipe off all the excess. I was kind of hoping that this lighter stain would be a little bit darker, but it's okay. I was hoping for darker, but it's alright. So I'll wipe off the excess on both colors, the dark and the white. I'm calling it white, it's not really white, it's almost like a clear coat, really. But I'll wipe it off. And then I'm going to let these dry completely. And then I'm going to come back and then we're going to glue these together. And I'll show you what designs I've come up with for these. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these dry, and then I'm going to stack them up in random different colors and random spots, and then I'm going to glue them and clamp them together, and then I'll come back tomorrow and then we're going to finish this project. See you guys tomorrow. Boom! It's the next day, y'all. Let's finish this project. Alright, let me show you what I got going on here. Got my blocks here. Got this one here, that looks good. Do this one that way, or I can do it this way. Either way will look good. And then I got this one. Alright, now what I need to do is drill the hole for the succulents. Here we go. I'm going to be using my power corded drill because I don't have a drill that's strong enough or has enough power to use this to drill all through these. But I got a 2-inch Forstner bit on the end here. All I need to do now is mark for the center on these blocks here. I'll show you how I do that. You're going to use your framing square here, and then you're just going to take your straight edge, go against, can you see what I'm doing? Take your straight edge and I'm going to go down until I hit that corner here, and then I'm going to make a small X right here because most of this is going to be drilled out. You know, turn it 90 degrees, do the same thing. Take your rafter square so it's lined up with the edge of your block here, and then draw your X there. And then boom, then you have your center. What you can do is get a drill bit, a small drill bit, and drill a hole there, and that will give you a place to put the point of this Forstner bit. And I may just do that. Alright, same thing on the rest of these. And gotta do the, oh, it's got black on top. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to drill it as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to clamp it to the side of my workbench. I'm going to clamp it the long ways here. That way my clamps have somewhere to hang on to. Put one on each side here. Let's see how this works. See if these clamps don't get in my way. Let's see. Hold on, let's see here. I think it'll be alright. So taking the point of this Forstner bit, putting it right in the middle of my X, and then we're going to drill down, but we have to make sure we don't go all the way down. That's the only thing. We do not want to go all the way down. So when you're drilling this, just be cautious of how deep you want to go with this. You can take some tape and mark your bit to how far down you want to go. I'm going to eyeball it. I've got all the holes dug out. So let me show you what I'm going to do with the one that I messed up horribly on. So what I did, I just simply flipped it over, drilled the hole on this side, and I had to take my time. I just pull the drill bit in and out very slowly, and just worked my way through this wood. And I did a little bit of touch up there, but what I did was I drilled a hole all the way through, and what I'm going to do is use a string, push it all the way through, and that way you can water your succulent from the bottom, which is the best way to water succulents. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this one, and I'll show you guys once I get the succulent planted in here. So now the last step I want to do is go ahead and spray these with some Flex Seal, because it will be in contact with moisture and dirt, and we want this to last. Put a lot of work into these. So I'm going to go get some clear Flex Seal, spray these down, let them dry, and then we're going to plant our succulents in these. Make sure you use Flex Seal Clear. Now, there are some fingerprints where the stain was still a little bit wet and I touched it, but it's okay. I've already Flex Sealed this, so this is all sealed already. And now it's time to go ahead and put our plants in here. Let me show you what I've got. Succulents. This is, y'all, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Graptopetillum pentandrum. I guess I did pronounce it. So with these planters, now you guys, if you want to make this deep enough, so all you have to do is put the whole pot in there, you can certainly do that. See, and it will still look good. All you have to do is drill these holes a little bit deeper and set your pot in there, and that would be the end of it. But since I put Flex Seal in here, I'm actually going to plant directly inside these. So this is one, and this was on clearance at Lowe's for $1. Now some of these didn't look that great. We'll see how well this one does. I'm looking at the root. It looks okay. We'll see if it survives. Here's the next one. Not doing that great, but it does have a little bit of new growth right there on top. Let's see, this one is Sedum Firestorm. Sedum Adolphi. Very neat. This one also on clearance for $1. Now this one's in a little bit rougher shape. You look down there at the root, see how it's discolored? Only time will tell if this one survives. We'll see though. We're going to give it a shot. And this last one, I love this stuff here. Now this one was not on clearance. I think this was like right at about $4, and it's a jade plant called Ogre's Ears. Oh, it does look like Shrek's ears. Oh, Ogre's Ears. Okay, cool. And I believe, yes, there's 2 in here. See that separation down there? There's 2 in here, so I'm going to put one in one of these, and then the other one I'm going to save for another project that I want to show you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get planting. And let me show you what I'm going to use. This is my succulent cacti mix, and I'll leave a link to the video on what I mixed in here in the description below. I'll leave that link down there for you guys. All right, let's get planting. Before we fully get started, you guys remember this one that I messed up on and I drilled the hole all the way through? I'm going to show you how we're going to use this as a different way to water a succulent. Shoestring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out a length of shoestring, take a stick. I have a little small dowel. I'm going to take that shoestring and push it down in there, pull it out through the bottom, and then this one we can water from the bottom. All you have to do is set this on top of some water, and then the shoestring that I got from Dollar Tree will suck up the moisture as a wicking action with the shoestring and moisten the soil. So that's how I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to test it and see how well it waters itself over time, and I'll be giving you guys updates. Okay, now let's get planting.